Oh, yes, I won't.
One more.
Hello, stream. Hello, stream. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. God damn it. I forgot about me.
You forgot about you.
Shut him, shut up.
She forgot to activate her VTuber model.
Shut it.
Nerd.
There's this thing I'd like you to do that is shutting up.
I can't shut a direction.
Well, learn to. You want to start with the...
Yes. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons with this group in particular.
I'll say whatever time.
I heard and you were glitched and frozen for a second.
I didn't think it was just me. Okay, anyway, continue with the recap, Monsieur.
Did my internet just shit? What's going on?
No, it was mine. It was mine.
What the fuck happened? What is going on with my internet?
Eh? Oh no.
The same thing happened with Trent.
Oh no.
Oh no?
Jacob is dying all of a sudden.
Okay. Oh.
He's okay.
I don't know if I'm okay. Discord just is now currently having the spinny Discord animation.
Okay.
I can hear
David's smooth
okay,
for
good.
me. I think it may be you.
Yeah.
I seem to be okay.
Weird.
Why is it Jake?
I adjusted my fucking bunny ears.
Move the bunny ears.
I heard you through Audrey's mic, and then a second later through yours.
Imagine how it is on my end, just watching this all happen.
Anyway,
Oh.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
What?
Anyway, yeah, it's really funny.
I can see on
I can see on Audrey's Discord my screen is frozen.
Yeah.
Just to try and help, I'm gonna turn that off.
That already seems like that helped.
Yeah. It also helps my eyes.
So, fuck you. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons with this group, you're making your way across the isolated planet, trying to follow a lead for
Is it just
Nox, as this was a planet that their 4,500 milliseconds of
Okay,
ping.
so it's not just me.
Okay,
okay,
why
yeah,
is
no,
it okay for
no.
me that not...
Yeah, that's weird. Why is it okay for you? But
Have
not
an idea.
Oh?
I assume he's going to disconnect and then reconnect.
I'm
The
trying to
classic.
look over his shoulder.
I turned off my internet, then turned it on again. I disconnected and reconnected from the internet.
Unplugged
seems
it,
like it's
plugged
working
back
already.
in.
So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the party was going across the desolated planet to follow a lead on Kent and Nox's old cult. There, they managed to run into the other group. Ionkath, Basil, Kenshi, Sora ran into them, making their way towards a place called the Metal Maze. God fucking damn it, it froze again.
Huh? I
can
mean,
hear you.
Okay.
we've been seeing you.
I saw you guys freeze, so okay, that's okay.
I can make sure
I
to...
stand still sometimes.
I can make sure to tell you if something happens, because I can hear from both ends.
Yes. I'm not gonna make that joke. Anyway.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But after your brief interaction with the other group, you eventually made your You made your way into the area of the Crystal Peak to find this war-torn landscape. Eventually stumbling on a crystal that held a former cult member or current cult member who, after brief conversation and trickery, led them to believe that you were saviors to bring him back. Afterwards, you eventually made your way back to the main plane and spoke with Gorthadak, and with him present, told the cult member that the cult's not a thing anymore, and managed to persuade him to not take intensive actions. With that, you tried to figure out what to do. You were wanting to find the location of Kent's and Nox's god. Through travel into the library, whom the master is named Pepinpatalopsicopoulos, granted you knowledge of, with his help and studious research, you learned that there was a planet at the creation of the main plane that is locked double the distance from the farthest planet. With this, you went back to Gorthadak and went, hey, help? And with that, with his help, he was able to teleport you to this planet. And with a avenue, with a scroll with the capability to get back, through the teleportation, you had to wait. Teleportation typically being instantaneous, but you having to wait several minutes before you actually made it to the planet, before finally landing in a place familiar to 2 of the 4 party members. To Kent and Nox, it wasn't obvious at first. The first person to recognize anything was John. And that is because what you see before you is a barren, war-torn landscape. One of your greatest skills, John, was knowing when something in front of you was caused by something that you don't know. And there was no scars of magic. There was no intense heavy footfalls, at least in the area you are in. But you can tell by the pattern of grass growth and the dark clouds overhead that the grass in its patchy nature tells you that it is just now starting to be retaken by natural greenery after whatever made its way through here destroyed the natural landscape. Next to realize is Kenton Knox. You don't recognize your immediate area, but you do recognize mountains off in the distance. You recognize them because as children in your family home, you recognize them and called them the 3-bump mountain because at your angle it looked like 3 perfect smooth bumps. And it scares you seeing them because you only saw those while you were very young and before your first interaction with your goddess, which means your home is nearby.
I mean, yeah, both Kent and Nox, as they get here, Kent kind of freezes up a little bit. Nox just looks around, is also quite stunned, but upon seeing the mountains, he just lovely, a wonderful reminder.
Everything all right?
So this is the place that we're supposed to find her?
believe so.
This is the... I don't know if it's the same, but I recognize these mountains off in the distance as the same mountains that we had on our old planet.
Does that mean that this is your old planet?
Well, it's either the planet or at least a copy of it, I guess. I don't know.
It always looked like this, if I can ask.
Do I remember if it always looked like this? I mean, well, actually, no, you said... I'm not really sure. I only really remember some of this because of... we were both really young whenever we saw this surface. I can't remember if I mentioned, but we did end up just moving underground because of, well, the spiders.
How big are spiders again?
A range of different sizes, I think.
Like spiders, or like spiders?
God, were they were they like big spiders or tiny spiders?
Regular spiders,
There was-
dog-sized spiders, elephant-sized spiders.
There was a range.
Okay.
The smallest were probably like your spider size. And they would range to be like small dog, big dog, car sized, elephant sized, and the biggest one that you remember seeing was specifically the dread Grimworm that had spoken to you and delivered the word of your goddess while you were young.
Yeah, and Kent on the side is still kind of just kind of staring at everything, drinking it all in. To answer your question though, says Nox, I mean, the largest one I remember seeing was like the Dreadworm, I believe.
Hope we don't find any more of those. One was already a little much.
Well, I would like to get a move on if we can. It's not really great thinking about this place again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Where would you like to head? You know of men. You would need to orientate yourself and find a landmark that you can use as a basis of where to go. But you know of multiple locations of other towns, major cities, abandoned or destroyed underground bases. The underground base that you died in. But you can try and head to any of those, but you will need to find a landmark to go based off of first.
Ignore that.
I mean, Nox will look around and see if he can, like, recognize any direction that seems familiar other than just the three-bump mountain.
You can tell, at least looking at the three-bump mountain, that the angle you're looking at it is a little off. So if you wanted, you could try and follow your way towards the, like, try and match the sightline of the mountain to where your hometown might have been.
I mean, yeah, Nox will try.
All right, go ahead and make survival checks make a survival check with advantage.
Alrighty, give me one moment. I forgot to. I have Ken's sheet open, but I don't have Nox's sheet open. I think it's the same, but I'm still gonna open it anyway.
Better be safe than sorry.
Damn right. Okay. What was it in?
Survival checks.
Survival.
You guys are level 15, right?
Correct.
Just making sure.
Alright.
Like that.
Comforting, truly.
What?
It is taking its time to load.
I can see if I can look at it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I'd appreciate that greatly.
Nox's survival is 9.
Okay,
Plus
okay, it
9.
is the same. Okay, that would be a 15 in total then, from Nox.
At advantage?
Oh, was with advantage?
Yes,
Ooh.
because you're using the mountains as a guideline.
Oh, that makes sense then. That is a 28.
Very good.
Thank you.
You begin to walk, looking at the area around. Every now and again, just seeing a faint string of web attached to a blade of grass, blowing in the wind. But onwards you trek, trying to find some semblance of a way to figure out where you are. And in that, eventually, after about 2 hours of walking, you begin to see rubble up in the distance. And based on the angle of the mountains, whatever this rubble is, most likely was where the town you lived at once stood. And as you get close to it, memories from your childhood are going to flash through your mind. I'm going to ask you, would Kent or Nox, most likely Nox, speak of these memories out loud and talk to the party about what they're remembering?
I mean, who do you think would have experienced these memories? Because,
They're prevalent in both minds.
Okay.
Well,
Because I know during that time, like, only one person could be at the wheel at a time, I believe.
actually, scratch that.
Ooh, okay.
Kent specifically would be having these memories pop in. Well,
Flip a coin.
yes, Kent and Nox would both experience this, but then there is a certain portion, there's certain memories that only Kent remembers.
Okay.
But Nox does remember some of them.
Okay. That's not complicated at all. Continue.
Yeah, so there are certain memories that both of them know, and there are certain, like, and Kent will know all the memories that are coming through, but certain memories Nox will not have access to.
Okay.
So would Kent relay information that he remembers?
Actually, I would say that, like, previously, Kent has been, like, the more talkative one, and now he's fallen quite silent upon seeing this place again. So, like, he is, like, very uncharacteristically quiet upon seeing and, like, remembering these things. So Kent wouldn't say anything. At least, unless prodded.
It's
And
just
then
about to
would-
prod. Hi, father of the group here.
Hello, Mr. Prod.
Hello. You good son?
Huh? Oh, yeah, what?
You all right? You awfully quiet.
Oh, it's all right. I was just... I think a good word for it is processing my trauma. Or at least, maybe it's trauma, maybe... I think I would consider them bad memories. Those, I think...
No, that's trauma.
A lot of things that these days are you mostly considered bad, even though I would normally consider them good before, so it's all really confusing, really.
That's fair. I'll leave you to it.
I do agree with Nox, though, that this place does make me extremely uncomfortable. Mostly because I'm
Noted,
sure
we'll
it's
try.
not I'm sure it's not great to think about for him.
We'll try and get through here as fast as possible, then. For the both of yous.
Yes, that would be great. Though if I remember anything pleasant, maybe I will mention it.
All right. All right.
He nods back.
John like pats him on the back and then kind of awkwardly just like walks ahead.
Definitely, like, as you are talking to him, you can feel like Nox's eyes, like whenever you turn like back towards them, like you can see Nox has like kind of given like Kent the stink eye, like for sure. Per usual.
Fair.
Well, as you all continue walking down the path towards the now, as you've gotten close, destroyed village, buildings, rubble, worn paths of where people have walked, partially being overtaken by grass, but the walked paths are still remembered. And both Kent and Nox, you looking around, can't help but see within your mind's eye the once feeling vibrant city or town that this was before everything happened.
Yeah, like as they're walking through, like Nox is just kind of looking around, like just kind of huffing at like just seeing things, just like. But I mean, do we know what we're looking for? Or are we just? I mean, we're just kind of looking for like.
You're just kind of looking around for clues.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Okay. What place are we currently in? Like from what we can tell, is it just like the town?
Yeah. As you're like you're kind of nearing this more town square area. But from this place, you would know paths to follow to get to more to get to further cities and further towns and some underground bases.
Does Nox notice like kind of where their where their house used to be?
Yes. And it's interesting because this is the house that is in the least damaged.
Oh joy.
The others are a majority of crumblings, stones, walls fallen in, wooden frames, cracked, destroyed, webs all over. This house, it's destroyed. How the roof has caved in, but you can still see where the corner stands. The wood of the doorway still holds one side. The first stair step up to that doorway still exists. And the rubble only falls within a foot outside of the original floor plan of the house, while other buildings are scattered about, way farther exploded from their original stance. This one is the least destroyed. Make a perception or investigation check.
Does it feel like weirdly untouched, or is it just like on the fringes of the chaos?
You can also make perception or investigation.
I did one for both Nox and Kent.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Wait, you got a 1 for both of them?
Oh, I just said I rolled.
No, rolled one dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant you got a 1 for
No.
both of them.
That would have been crazy.
And I was gonna say, can she please get a reroll for that?
Mulligan.
I'm still trying to find a way to make a Brennan the Mulligan joke.
It'll come eventually, but...
You said perception or investigation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nox got 10, and Kent got a 21.
And what about John?
21 as well.
Nice.
You said Nox got the 21?
Yep. Well, no, I said Kent. Sorry.
Kent, sorry. Nox, I'll say Nox is looking but not too interested. Kent and John can both tell the rest of the buildings were destroyed by things destroying them. This is the destruction and degradation of time that took this building. So when the destruction happened, this building was untouched.
Okay.
Kent just kind of mutters under his breath, like, how respectful.
Ain't that some? Uh, Unfortunately, I believe that it's worth investigating. If y'all don't feel comfortable in tagging along, I would understand, but I feel as though something being untouched outside of time and to warrants looking at.
Nox kind of just rubs the back of his neck. If you guys want to go in, you can, but I think I'm gonna stick out here for the moment.
That's understandable.
Kent walks forward. I mean, I would not mind. There's some memories that I do have that were fond. And he immediately just kind of waltzes up to the house to start investigating.
Alright, both of you can make investigation checks, or one can make it with advantage.
Oh, what's your investigation?
My investigation is low. Investigation is 3.
I have a 5.
Get it.
Absolutely get it, girl.
Would I
Absolutely
be
get
able
it,
to
girl.
investigate the outside?
Yes.
Just to do one little quick, like, walk
Kind of like
around?
perimeter
Yeah,
walk.
little perimeter walk.
Yes. So you can also make investigation.
I got a 19.
Nice.
I got a
Total?
9.
Yes, 19 total.
Alright, and is there anything specifically you're looking, or just doing kind of a general...
For me, since we don't know exactly what we're looking for, I'm just looking for things that feel out of place. Like, maybe there's something that's particularly untouched or not as weathered or worn down by time as the rest of it. He's just like comparing everything to each other to see if there's anything that stands out.
Yeah. I'll say, you looking at this building and kind of like looking at some of these stones that have fallen, kind of taking a quick moment and walking over to the nearby house that's like next door and grabbing another stone, grabbing a plank of wood, like comparing, seeing what it would look like comparatively. Magic is not your strong suit.
By any means.
But you got really good at picking out magic, because those were the most dangerous people where you lived.
Precisely.
And though it is subtle, and though you don't understand it, there definitely seems to be some deliberate rune-like etchings on the stones of Kent and Nox's house. It's subtle, faded slightly from time, but it is almost unmistakable of deliberate marking.
Well, ain't that something? You seen this too? I'll point out some of the etchings.
Hmm? Do I recognize any of this, or?
Make an Arcana check.
It's like, please, one of you magic-minded folks, help me.
Natural 20.
I'm not in the room.
Hey.
Ooh!
You look at the runes and they're faded. It's hard to tell, but even though they are faded, you can easily retain, like, it's almost like a puzzle in your mind of options these runes could be. if this first rune is this, then the next one that's only available in sequence is this one. But then no rune possibility is available. The rune that this next shape is couldn't be any of the options because that's not the line you can make of runes. That wouldn't make sense. So you change the first one, and you almost have to like decode it.
You can see the
And after-
equations flying by Kent's face as this is happening.
After about 5 to 10 minutes, which I will say would give plenty of time for Brenham to do their walk around, you don't notice anything like crazy. You just hear a slight breeze on the wind, looking out and seeing the mountains, but nothing around you seems to be too indicative.
Disconcerting.
Yeah, nothing seems to be too disconcerting.
Okay. I mean, everything's concerning here, but
Yeah,
The
everything's
most concerning
concerning.
thing is Nox sitting in the corner.
So as you study this piece of stone with these runes, eventually you are able to decode what some of them are saying, and they seem to almost repeat. It seems to be a repeating, almost prayer of protection, guidance, watching, but subtly. This doesn't make sense. There are certain runes that would only make sense in that there are certain stones that they don't make sense. And like you think you're just mistranslating it, but then you realize you don't have the proper stones to finish the line. You only have lines finished within one stone. And you dig around and look through, and after about 20 minutes of digging through, probably with John's help, just kind of like, this one? Okay, this one?
He's just got a pile of stones right in front of him.
You eventually start to find some of the longer runic phrases. About more of like watchful eye and forgetfulness, erasing. And you wonder why your house was enchanted to have erasure. And more of the lines are about sealing and holding something back. You can tell as well with your Arcana check, though the lines of runes are not connected by the stones together, you can feel the faintest string of magic still binding whatever spell to these stones, to your house.
Yeah, and definitely like as like Kent is like looking over these names that you're talking about, like of the spells and stuff, he like kind of mutters these under his breath as he's like reading them, and like just like, this doesn't make any sense. Do I gather anything else from it, or just like that it's like still slightly
It's
like,
still
working?
you gain the fact that it is still working, but it is weak.
And it was used for, like, you said erasure?
They're a mixture, like protection, watchful eyes, safety, but then erasure, withholding, hidden, forgetfulness. Like it's as if like one massive spell has been cast over the house with multiple applications applied to it.
Kent just kind of like scratches his head. Well, isn't this interesting? It seems like
What's it?
this... Seems like whatever these ruins were that were left behind are still slightly working. Must have been pretty powerful. But also they have multiple enchantments that are just a collective spell cast on this house. Now, isn't that interesting?
What kind of spells?
Things like Watchful Eye, Erasure Protection. Some very interesting things, that's for sure.
Mighty odd choices.
I'm assuming these aren't, like, familiar to Kenton anyway.
No.
Okay. Very interesting. I'm not sure how this could be helpful for us currently. Other than just giving us information, really.
Is it... Are they sealing something inside and trying to make it hidden? Like, maybe a goddess?
I would say with a natural 20 that you got, there's no chance that the goddess is here. The spell is too weak and dampened that whatever it is holding on to, like, couldn't freely come and go. Whatever it is holding was put in and has been kept there.
Okay.
Yes, well, if she was here, it certainly wouldn't be able to protect her in this state.
Alright.
Is there supposed to be something, like, potentially here, then, that it is still protecting?
I mean, the spell's still on.
I was about to say,
Sure,
so
I'm
what
like-
is it protecting, then?
And Brenham, you would have very much, like, come back to them at this point.
Oh, welcome back.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary other than the general oddities.
We got rooms meant to conceal and contain. They're still somewhat active, but
Contain what?
we do not know.
Isn't that interesting, isn't it?
Interesting and terrifying.
Quite.
Is it just terrifying because it's the unknown?
About. Unknown is quite terrifying.
It is interesting what terrifies us.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let us find what this could be.
That felt a little ominous.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
So, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna...
I'll walk over to you. It was... Sorry, I'm having to differentiate between the fucking two of them again, and it's been fucking
No,
forever.
don't worry. I've been trying to differentiate them between voices. Kent is kind of like higher.
Kent is
pitched and
crazy,
kinda
Nox is
crazy.
not.
Okay,
Nox is
so
just depressed.
Got you. So Nox.
Kent is crazy, Nox is not doing good.
Nox is like the depressed teenager. Kent is like the
Okay.
crazy one.
Got it.
The crazy, creepy one.
The one we're in the house with.
Yep.
Nox is the one that everybody thinks is gonna shoot up the school because of how sad they act. Kent is the one that's in juvie and never got the chance, but they would.
wild. Fucking
Wild, but-
wild.
I mean, it
choice
makes
of
sense.
Flashback
I'm
to
gonna go
whenever
collect the
Ken
other
was
one.
like
Okay.
drawing like the sigils at like the playground. Do you remember that?
And also Ken's first interaction and away from the party when you had that orc dude you saved from the woods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What?
Right,
Remember
no,
the
you-
first
you-
of
you,
ever
like-
combat.
We missed stuff.
No, I like vaguely remember because you
Oh.
walked off, if I remember correctly, and then came back and the dude was shook. Yes.
Yeah, I
Hey.
intimidated the shit out of him to not say anything.
Well, it was great
about
because I said roll intimidation, and then you rolled it in roll 20, and everybody just put, huh? Why is this happening?
So you guys will just see a roll check for intimidation.
I remember that now.
Well, anyway, so What
I'll
is it?
go collect. Go to the Nox.
Nox is outside, yes.
Yeah, because Kent's the fucking yes, Kent's the fucking insane one. Nox is just depressed. Okay.
Yep.
go
Depressed
to Nox.
teenager definitely got problems.
Yes, don't we all? I'll walk up to Nox. Like, hey, buddy.
Yes.
So we may be going into the house because
No kidding.
yeah, there are rooms outside of the house that are containment and concealment type things,
What?
and
That's not your fault.
yeah, that was my reaction too.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a little expedition in and see what it's trying to hide.
All right then. What a wonderful
I'm
time
gonna
to be
take-
alive.
I wouldn't say we're quite alive, but wonderful time to have consciousness, you know?
I suppose.
what a wonderful time to be.
Nox walks in reluctantly.
It's the house isn't upright.
Walks
I-
over reluctantly.
It's like it is the no, shut up. The house
like
is
your shirt?
crumbled in. No, the house is crumbled in. Like it's not
Yeah.
standing. There's just portions like the corner part of the doorway is standing up, but there is no like available inside to walk into. You guys
It's
were
kinda
kind of
like
standing
the
in the
arch.
rubble.
A little way.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Next
start
rubble.
looking for basement type deals.
Same. Trapdoors.
Do
hidden
Kent
bookshelf.
or Nox
Either
remember
not
there
bookshelf, but
being
still.
like anything like that?
You didn't
Like
you
a basement?
didn't have a basement. You guys were kind of in a smaller town. You didn't have a big house with a basement.
Hmm,
Well,
that makes sense.
time to poke around for clues, gang.
Hmm.
We're out on a limb right now, just
Oh.
looking for clues and answers.
Right?
Yes.
You can make more try and like make investigation
Investigation.
checks. More investigation checks trying to look around town.
I am kind of
Um,
curious if there's anything like in the house that like Kent and Nox would recognize like from their like childhood other than just like what we are actually looking for. Cuz like I know looking through this they would unintentionally find stuff they would remember.
Oh, like finding knickknacks and things from their childhood.
Yeah.
I'll say yes, you kind of going through this rubble, you go into the room that was your room. Like in the area where your room was, and you find
Like both of them, or which one?
I mean, it could be both. It depends on like which one you think would go in that area first to kind of look for that sort of stuff.
Probably Kent.
I would say
Nox
Kent would
isn't
then
looking for it.
find the bottom half of a mirror, shattered glass underneath, and it brings back a memory that is like kind of fuzzy in your mind, of looking forward and putting your hand out and seeing a reflection put their hand out, and you just kind of seeing yourself. But you were very young, and it's like a memory you only had that only comes back and resurfaces because you had this immediate stimuli and were in the mind space of this place. Like, you were extremely young when this happened.
Kent pockets strange mirror.
It's not a
It's like
handheld.
a-
It's a
It's
big
like
mirror.
a standing.
yeah. It would have been, and it would have been
I don't
like
think you can
a
pocket
kind of
that.
standing mirror. You just see the bottom half where the outside frame of it is like bent and dented in metal from stones falling on it, but there's a lot of shattered glass on the floor.
Lovely. Kent will remember this.
I mean, if he wants to keep it, I have a bag of holding. I don't know if a mirror can fit in it.
I mean, it's kind of busted up. You could probably, if you didn't care about it keeping its busted form and just busted more, you could probably fit it in.
You know what? How big are like the shards on the ground? One small enough to carry.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to carry at least one of the shards of glass as long as you're careful.
Yeah, Kent picks it up. Pockets that. Not the entire mirror.
Trips shards of glass in your leg. What was everybody else's investigation check?
Could I specifically investigate the see if I can figure out if this kind of holding magic is anywhere else, or was it just centered around like
Yeah, make an Arcana
Kent's
check.
house?
I'll say Arcana or Investigation because you're either looking for similar runes or trying to find the magic.
17 Arcana.
Looking around, and you're more practiced with magic. You're far more used to the whims and whimsy of magical creation, especially with your creating magical instruments. You don't sense this magic anywhere else. You just sense the very weak, very faint magic emanating from the house itself. And as you see Kent and Nox kind of like walking around in the rubble, like the strength like ever so slightly like fluctuates in the spell itself.
Okay.
Alright. Do you want the checks from us?
Yes.
Kent got a 18 and Nox.
And you're just kind of investigating the rest of the town, or?
I mean, we're looking through the house right now, aren't we?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, looking for either... Kent is looking for similar stuff to the runes, maybe specifically seeing if he can find, like, the exact thing that they're, like, activated on. Or if it was just the house in general, like...
Go ahead and make an... I would say that would also be investigation or arcana. As you're either trying to look for the details or trying to follow the magic.
Then yeah, 18.
What the fuck was that, Trent?
Trent even there?
I saw him turn off his lights. I saw him, like, move his hands forward.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello. What was that? I saw, like, something move forwards. Oh, fuck you. I couldn't make it out in the darkness.
You deserve that.
Ah, fuck you. I tell Audrey
When
to
I'm
turn on
where
a camera,
baby
but
girl-
it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think it's
my
actually dead.
investigation check, I assume.
Yes.
My investigation check is a 22.
You didn't say anything
Right.
to mine yet.
Yeah, I was just getting that, but...
Okay.
And yours, Kent and Knox... Sorry, again, it was...
Kent got 18. Nox got a 10 again.
Why the fuck do I have 3 dozen strawberries in my inventory?
Oh, wait, that's from the guy. That's from our fella in the forest.
Right.
Yeah.
You probably would have had time to drop those off at your house.
Okay. Cool.
Unless you wanted to keep them, because those are... Unless you want to try to keep them, because you don't know if they'll spoil or not.
I'll drop them off at my house.
Okay, because I remember before you saying you were going to make a strawberry cake with that.
You rush over to Alistair, just plate these immediately.
Right fucking now, son. I don't give a shit.
We're growing corn. I don't know how to grow strawberries.
We have enough money, you could buy a guide on it.
Okay.
I can talk
Get
to
a-
the local druids
Get
or
a
whatever.
greenhouse. Something.
By the way, another robber came by. I don't know what the fuck's up with them. I think they're, like, petty that they haven't robbed us yet, and so they keep trying.
I will choose to not make an example of them.
They're all... okay. I keep accidentally killing them.
That's fine. They make for good fertilizer.
I have been using them. You wouldn't want it to go to waste.
Okay. Are we sure Kent's the crazy one? Or-
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not crazy, he's practical. They may overlap sometimes, but they're different.
Dead things break down into very nutritious things for the worms within the soil and the plants that grow on top of
I
them.
understand how agriculture works, John.
He just like in depth will explain how bodies become beneficial to the natural cycle of everything.
Man, these Venn diagrams are looking pretty overlapped right
Kent's
now.
just like smiling and nodding.
Now the bones are the tricky part.
But they can make good soup.
I do not use them to make soup though. I only do animal bones for soup. I would like to be clear on that. All right.
Nox again, like, is probably just really uninterested. Very much just not happy with anything going on, and is maybe a little bit only poking around with the house just because it's like John was suggesting that it's a good idea, and just kind of doing it because John said, and they're not really sure what to think right now because they're really overwhelmed with everything. Kent is just ignoring a lot of their problems right now, and trying to distract himself, and following the thread of magic. It doesn't seem like there was a start point, where how some spells, like, you'll make a magic circle and then you'll have to start, and then you typically have to cast from either inside the circle or outside the circle depending on the what the spell may do. it seems like this was just magical text written around the building and then was all at once activated, which you would know from slight knowledge that you had gained from your travels and your time seeing many magics, that when magic like this is made, there's typically multiple mages at once to activate everything, because when you send the magical essence to activate a spell, you're basically just sending out, you're similar to like a fireball, how a fireball works. You are selecting a point and sending an area of magic around that point in a circle. And so you need enough mages to activate all of the words at once with magic so that the magic will sustain. But the fact that you didn't see multiple people chanting around your house at any point leads you to believe most likely one strong magic caster of some kind made this.
Could Kent come to the conclusion that maybe his goddess cast this on their house specifically to be used on them?
It would definitely be very, very plausible for that to happen.
With the evidence in front of me, how likely? How likely could...
Make an insight check.
Alright.
Yes. Insight.
15.
It is not an unlikely option. It's quite likely that your goddess made this magical text and activated it. But she would have had to have made it and activated it before she took over your town.
Okay.
But again, you can just feel that the magic is barely holding together as it is. It is just very faded and like just moving around the rubble. The magical energy is fluctuating.
Okay. Alright. Do you want to do the... Did we do one for John yet?
No. So, John, you got 22?
22.
22. And you're just, like, looking for anything.
I don't know what the fuck's going on magically, so I'm just trying to find, like, things that look wrong compared to everything else, so I can be like, is this something?
All the buildings seem like there's a few things. Like there's this miniature town square that has what looks like would have been this campfire with a solid stone ring of chairs that is crumpled in. That looks half destroyed from passing through and half destroyed from time, as if there wasn't an import to destroy this, but it was still just destroyed as things were coming through, which makes it even stranger that Kentanox's house was left completely untouched, because this wasn't purposely targeted, yet still has destruction with it.
Okay. And you said a stone ring of chairs?
Yeah, like there was a center plinth that would have been like a center pit that would have had a fireplace, like a massive fire built in, and then a solid ring of stone that basically made like a chair. That's what I meant. It's a solid stone ring for a chair that multiple people could sit on in front of it.
Stone serving as seats. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
There's this fire pit mean anything to you?
Which one are you talking to?
Either.
They are kind of nearby right now. They're both like near each other.
He'll like say it and then look from like Kent to Knox and then from Knox to Kent.
Fair enough. Kent
Whichever
wanders
one
over
could
and
think of
has like a
first.
closer look.
I mean, you have a few memories of sitting around the fire and having a few of the people who were very basic magic practitioners, like doing fun magic shows with prestidigitation and things like that. But like, you have no like major memories.
I remember this. We had some very fun magic shows around this spot. It was very interesting to watch. Very fascinating. Otherwise, nothing too much of import.
All right.
Though I did surmise that, I do think it isn't worth our time to keep investigating the house anymore.
Okay.
I do believe that I know what the rooms might have been for. I am assuming that they might have been to just protect me in general. Likely cast by my goddess at the time.
Okay. Well, where to now?
Let's move on and see if we can find anything else.
As you continue to move, deciding to vacate the area, there's a number of places you could go. Kind of heading towards the mountain, like heading from your location towards the, like off angle from the Three Mound Mountains, would lead you to a more major city. And then directly away from that city, in comparison, if you were in the city and headed away from the mountains, you would hit one of the underground bases. Is there a like location you are trying to reach ultimately, or are you just going to kind of pass through and just see what you can find?
I mean, Kent would probably, like, any spots that he remembers, like, potentially, like, being, like, a spot that he would convene with maybe other, like, members, or possibly spots that he's, like, would convene with, like, the goddess, possibly. Like, any parts that might be also, like, potentially, like, core memories for my goddess.
Definitely the major city nearby, because that's...
Alright.
I would say there are memories that are coming to light between Kent and Knox about when everything happened. Would you speak those memories aloud?
Kent would, I think. Like, absent-mindedly.
You remember being very young, hearing tales, the adults talking about the attacks, the spider threat, being confused, a little scared. But you would always hear, as long as the dark clouds don't reach us, then we are fine. And one thing you learned later in life is that the dark clouds show the control of the spiders. As the clouds hold some form of magic for the spiders that allow them to regenerate, which is one of the main issues you had. Was if you wanted to fight back against the spiders, all attacks would have to be an outright kill. Injuries meant nothing. And one day, you were playing outside. You remember seeing off in the distance, in the direction you guys had walked from, towards this town, black clouds coming over the horizon. And as they came, you screamed. Townfolk looked over, saw, and started to panic, grabbing belongings, grabbing family, but the clouds rolled quickly. You remember being frozen in fear, and you remember spiders overtaking you. And that's when you first had your interaction with a being that called itself the Herald of the Mother. The one that you know as the Dreadworm. And as Kent speaks this aloud, Nox has another thing happen.
Oh, okay.
As Nox hears Kent speaking of these memories, Kent starts to get a little bit lightheaded. Just ever so slightly.
You mean Nox?
Nox, yeah, sorry. Nox gets ever so slightly lightheaded. As you look through your memories flashing through, and you remember something different. You know your mom got killed in the attack on your village. But as you're trying to remember the attack, because you remember seeing seeing the clouds roll in, you remember screaming, but you don't remember spiders overtaking you. You remember your mom grabbing you, and the spiders overtaking both of you, not just you alone. And that is what Nox has flow through his head.
As you hear, like, Kent's, like, recalling this memory, Nox just kind of cocks his head as if he's, like, confused. That's not right. That's...
What isn't?
We weren't alone. Ken's mom was there. She was there.
For what?
I don't know. We were running.
And then
Do I remember past then?
You just remember you were running away, and as you were running, you couldn't run fast enough away from the village. And then, if Kent does continue,
Nox does continue, yes.
you would remember waking up in, like, about a mile away from the major city, and walking in, and nobody questioning how you're still alive, and just kind of acting as if you were always there. And you remember part of you believing, yeah, I was always here. I escaped with everybody else.
Did Nox remember what happened to his mom after that?
I mean, you know your mom was no longer around, and so you assumed she was killed when the spiders took over your home.
After recounting the rest of that, Nox just looks at them in confusion, but also looks at Kent almost confused, but also kind of angry. Why is it that why is my memory different? Why is my memory different from what you remember? I'm not sure. Not everything we experience is gonna be the same.
So something happened to your mother.
I mean,
Do you remember your mother? Do you remember your mother after that point?
No. I just remember assuming that she passed with many other people.
Interesting.
Well, we should probably just keep going. I don't want to think about it too much.
That's fair.
I'm not even sure what really to collect from that.
Were y'all headed somewhere specific?
I don't know. Were we good?
When you ran, this was around the start, because when you were young, when the attack happened, the spiders only held control over about 15% of the planet. Then when when your home was attacked, that was kind of the anniversary date of the Great Spider Expansion, where they in the next 2 years took over another 60% of the planet. And when you first were at the major city, after getting out after the attack on your home, underground bases were starting to appear as people were assuming the threat would be too great and prepping just in case, others calling them mad. After this, your village was debating just going into an underground bunker and hiding.
Well, I mean, in the end, we ended up just... It was a lot, and it was just... We ended up just going to prepare a bunker, because the amount of spiders taking over was just too great. So I guess we could head to the bunker that... It's the only other place I could think about.
Yeah, it's really the only lead we got.
I really don't like that this is literally taking us down a trail of memories.
Unfortunately, the fates aren't always the kindest things.
Alright, can we tell which direction we would need to go to get to the bunker?
To get to the bunker that you died in will be several days, and to get there you will have to travel through at least one bunker that bridged underneath a mountain range. It was one of the bigger, more sophisticated bunkers that was created and used for... It was an underground passageway retrofitted into a bunker, as it was easier to go underneath the mountain than try and climb over top of it. And then was used for a different purpose in the time of apocalypse. But you would have to get through and to the major city, to one other... You will pass by one other bunker. You'll be able to go through this undermountain bunker, get to one more major city on the other side, and then the next location you'd be able to get to would be the bunker you were at. And that's the fastest path from where you are.
Alright. Nox kind of just recounts just the direction that they would need to take and where they would need to go to get started.
We'll start walking.
It might take a little bit, but I mean, we'll get there eventually.
Sooner or later.
Alright. Start heading towards the place.
You start walking. As you begin to walk, night begins to fall after a several amount of hours. And so it is... And as it is getting dark, you can either try to find a place to rest, or you can try and instead try and make it through, try and just kind of tough it out to the night, because it's about a day and a half travel to get to the major city, but you guys were already... You've already spent several hours once you got here to... Oh, God damn you, Trent. Fuck you for yawning. Like you already spent a few hours getting to this town and then searching and investigating. So it will... You can try and tough it out through the night, but you will be rolling for exhaustion.
I think it'd be best if we took a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright then. What's we look around to see if we can find somewhere to bed down then.
Alright, everybody make nature checks. Or Perskepis. Either would work, really. Different DCs, though.
Perskepis!
Nature is like trying to analyze the land and the way it would work. Perception is just trying to see if you can spot a good thing.
Well, ironically, nature's higher, so 14.
And Kent got a dirty 20, and Nox got a 11.
Or Nox.
I got a 19 on my Perskepis.
Okay, we got dirty 20, 11, 19, and what was yours?
14.
14. Looking around, you find one place. It's a little bit of open grasslands, but like there's no trees or anywhere, but the grass is slowly starting to be reclaimed, and it's a very slight mound, so you at least get a farther vantage point, and thankfully but you get a farther vantage point that doesn't help too much because the dark clouds block basically all moonlight. And so you can either be on top of this small mound or kind of behind it where there is a set of very much smaller hills, but there's a very slight indent in the middle where you could kind of sit in a pocket.
I'd say mountain pocket.
Pocket
I
mountain,
agree.
mountain pocket.
I'm not there.
Pocket mountain!
The
We
pocket
take
mountain
the
just be a
pocket
hill.
mountain.
Mound.
You right.
Alrighty.
Yes. So, as you all bed down, maybe make a small fire just for heat, but try to keep its light hidden. Who will be taking the first watch, or will you be doing watches? Or you just gotta risk it?
Kent will be willing to start. Though he does, before everybody beds down, he does kind of, like, as John is preparing his bedroll, he just comes over and just kind of taps him on the shoulder.
Yesin?
I believe I get the impression from you that it is okay to voice my feelings.
Correct.
Would it be alright if I told you how I am feeling?
Absolutely.
And this would
This is
please
either
you
gonna-
greatly.
Yes, but
Oh, great.
You-
He sits down.
you shouldn't voice your feelings and opinions on something because you think the other person will like them. You should voice your opinions and feelings on something to help better express yourself and just
But why?
talk.
Okay.
But what? Because he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
John's like, I'm not go, just do it.
No, I'm not sure. And you're sitting down. Okay.
I do believe that whenever I recount all these memories that I normally assume are pleasurable, that I should review them as bad, yes? Because
Well-
normally people have many times in these memories that I would normally find pleasant, other people are not usually comfortable during.
You mind giving me an explanation or like an example?
Like, normally, in the past, I have derived much pleasure from seeing others in pain. And social norms
I was just
indicate-
thinking
Shot.
like, oh yeah, so there was one time I was torturing this dude, and so that's what I was thinking, and then you just went there, and I was like, oh, okay.
John,
Okay, cool.
absolutely, like, those words leave his mouth, and John goes, alright.
But I know
Alright.
most social norms indicate that this is bad. And I don't want to be bad.
Alright. That's the spirit, yeah.
You're getting there, bud. You're getting there.
You're on the right path. I don't think it should. Now, social norms are kind of finicky for the most part, but it's
How
good
so?
for you. Well, times change and people change and opinions change, and it's good that you want to become a better person, and acknowledging these things as negative is a very good start.
He like smiles and nods.
Yeah. I, the player, am trying to figure out how to work this shit.
Kent is a conundrum. I love him so much.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest to not go little psychopathic there, bud, but you're on the right path. But I'm glad that you're willing to share your feelings and thoughts and opinions on these kinds of things, and you are taking the correct steps to correct the behaviors. Actually, I'm going to end that sentence there.
So
You're doing good.
overall, I am doing good.
Yes, you are doing good.
He has like just a nice big smile on his face. So, am I doing correct by assuming the norms in this and basing these feelings to be bad?
Well, you you shouldn't inherently base your facts and opinions on social norms, as
Okay.
at least where I came from, social norms weren't all that good. But
so I shouldn't conform to people's.
not
So I shouldn't conform to
Oh.
society.
not always. Like, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Back on my home plane, where I'm from,
Mhm.
people didn't look the kindest towards those who were in love with the same kind of gender, you know? Like, I
Okay.
love my dear Jericho to death and beyond, but that kind of thing never sat right with me, because it ain't harming no one. I'm not out crusading against the the rest of the folk. I'm just trying to live my happy little life in my corner of the woods.
Mm.
And it's those kinds of things that you should always take a critical lens to most things in life. But trying not to hurt others is... Trying not to. Trying is the key term. Trying not to hurt others is usually a pretty good path to take, but sometimes you gotta stray from the path to send a message if this little adventure and my recent attitude has been anything to go by.
Alright. So, don't harm others. But if you need to harm others,
Yes.
I can get behind that.
Sorry, that was like the most that was the most like psychopathic Dexter Morgan fucking way of saying that. John nods and goes, yeah, you can.
Oh my god. Kent just proudly nods and prepares to keep watch for the night.
I feel like most of John's interactions with Ken, that boy ain't right. There's something about that boy.
So
that boy
fucking
ain't right.
funny. Oh my god. But yes, perception for tonight.
Yes, for whoever's taking first watch, make a perception check.
Oh no! Kent got a natural one.
We're fucked.
Immediately
We're
after
dead.
that conversation.
Just head in the clouds the whole time.
He's thinking about it.
Well,
I did something good today.
Well,
Riding the high.
Hello, Oku. Welcome.
okay, so as your watch goes on, is there anything else you are going to do during your
Yeah, Kent is writing in his notebook, kind of talking under his breath about some things. You wouldn't know because you're asleep, but
Fair.
yeah. Eventually, he's like, "Oh, look at the time," and
Oh, good heavens.
yeah, well, comes on over to Brenham and kind of jostles him on the shoulder.
My turn.
Hello. The night beckons. It is your turn.
You ominous
Don't
little fuck.
say it like that! Can you not wake me like that, please?
You just see him standing over you with his dark eyes, just looking down at you.
Like, dark eyes to my face. Your time has come to watch.
The darkness beckons you. You must answer the call.
Okay.
a new hand touches the beacon.
No.
Hope you have a good night.
Touches the beacon.
He gives you a little pat on the shoulder.
That's the most ominous shit before I wake right before
I just want you to stop saying odd shit.
Please.
Listen, I love your enthusiasm, but here's a thesaurus, my man.
In his mind,
It's
he's
called
I'm so cool right now. I'm so cool.
Here's a thesaurus. Please stop using words inside of it.
Please, you're wigging me out. The vibes are weird.
Out.
God, it's so
Okay.
fun though. It's so fun.
All right. So what is your perception
Here's
check?
my perceptions. It sucks from going from like a 9 perception to a 2. 12.
12. I will say you hear not a whole lot throughout the night. It is a little worrying because at the start of your watch, you hear kind of in the distance just a of fast fluttering wings flying around,
Concerning.
but you can't really see anything.
Okay. I don't like how I heard wings on the spider planet, but okay.
Cool, it gets worse.
No flying spiders, please.
You think you hate them?
With that, it is the end. Is nearing the end of your shift. Who are you waking up next?
Brennan will go over to John.
Yeah.
Flying spiders. Get them angry war man out of here.
Yeah.
All right,
You get me like a bow or some shit.
make a perskepis. I mean, just
You have a bow?
I do
I'm like, now I need to
huck
check.
great swords like javelins, so
Yeah.
I entirely forgot to do this, but I meant to say with your weapons, since they like your swords, you
yes.
can like Thor's hammer them.
Oh fuck yeah, I crit by the way on my perception check.
It's gonna be awesome.
Total of 27.
27 natural 20.
Yes.
You also hear fluttering wings. You know they're wings because flight was a 3rd level spell. Those powerful mages casting Fireball could cast Fly.
Yes.
But other mages who were not at that same level would modify spells and make weaker variants that created wings. And this sounds very similar to that. It's a noise that you got used to when weaker mages were on the opposing team, and why you had a box of great swords in your tent. Because
Dude, imagine like I'm a wizard. I'm the shit. Is that a fucking great sword?
And then you hear just the can't really see again the almost pitch black. You can only see it like 5 feet in front of you. And then you hear nearby within 50 feet 50 feet to the other side, another side. You think, I need to see right now, and you kind of stoke the fire.
Yeah.
Like, you quickly, like, because you would probably have firewood in pack. You kind of just, like, reach into Brennan's pack and just throw a log on the fire. And as the wood begins to catch, special made, Magic Shop brand firewood, one quick spark and you got a full campfire. You see 3 massive spiders surrounding the party. Massive wings extended outwards and slowly folding in. It's like it first looks like one long almost like antenna connected to their back. It looks straight and smooth and has this strange silky sinewy textured wing. But then that silky sinewy texture is absorbed into the antenna, and then the antenna gets joints and folds into the back of the body.
Horrifying.
Disgusting.
No!
As you see 3 giant flying spiders around you. It is 10 or midnight for you. I don't know if you're good to
Open.
You open, so it might be good to go ahead and just stop here.
Oh,
That's
that
fair.
felt good. Good session.
I'm gonna go ahead and move back to the other one,
As to not jump scare the other.
so they just don't go, "What the fuck's going on?"
No, you just move
Right.
all of us over there anyway. It's like, oh no, right, mix it up. Sorry.
Your characters have a very brief out-of-body experience.
I rolled a natural 20 perception. You feel stiff, like your body's made of plastic. All around you, there are these giants laughing and screaming.
I always love. Oh, I had a character who was stricken with madness, and one of the bouts of madness he had, he realized he was a character in a game, and none of his actions were his own.
Oh my god.
Oh
Lovely.
Yes.
no.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
I used it for intimidation at one point because anytime I would start talking about it, my character's nose would start bleeding. And I like marched up to a dude, fucking yoked him up. It's my beautiful insane boy Jampy Jamp Dick Smith, also known as
Nice.
Jericho Gieltoft.
Is that the
his-
fucking put this on your gun and you will never miss? Okay.
Basically, that is what I based this character off of. Is Gaunt from Gaunt's Ghost. But I like walked up to a dude, yoked him. I forget what I was trying to get, but I fucking like yoked him. And I leaned in, dropped the goofy, wacky Australian accent. I was like,
You listen here, nothing we ever do is going to fucking matter. We will disappear the moment people above us stop thinking about us. We are nothing.
Oh
Oh my god.
yes,
Oh my god, that's delightful.
yes. I love this character, dude. He's one of my favorite characters I've ever played.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
This was good. This
He
was
also
fun.
had one of the most traumatic backstories in the entire fucking group.
Who was
Well,
the one?
we
Who
love
was,
to hear
who
it.
was the guy that was super broke, and then the party was like, "Here's 1,000 gold," and he was like, "I'm retiring."
Oh, that's kind of.
Okay.
It was kind of was trying to make money for his family, and he turned to unscrupulous means and stole from a wizard and got cursed on the way out and turned into an owl. So he had to cover up his own death. Like to his family, they assumed he died. Because how do you return to your family with a fucking owl head after telling them that you're living a perfectly fine life working a job down at the mines? Yeah, no, he got 1,000 gold and was like, I'm retiring. Like I've achieved the one thing I set out to do, which was get money. But
Yeah.
Jampy, my beloved baby boy, was driven mad by he was perfectly fine and then basically scooped up and tossed into an insane asylum where he lost his mind being driven mad by demons.
Nice.
I kept a journal.
They make
Yeah.
it they call it the insane asylum because it's the asylum that makes you
It makes
insane.
you insane.
No
Yes.
way. No way,
Um,
bro.
I love this character. He's one of my favorite characters I've ever played. All right.
I will-
Good shit.
I do want to show this one thing real quick. Just once end stream, just because I got reminded of it. If either of you have heard of Ball Wizard,
Yes.
Alright, we
Oh,
can wrap
really?
this up then. Say goodbye to stream, guys.
Bye, stream.
Bye,
What are we-
stream.